welcome to round one of a legendary cube draft, where we'll keep this, we're put on the play by our opponent, and we can start with a pretty aggressive hand with just a one drop that attacks for a few turns, and see where things go from there. He's not an elf, but he'll do for now. Whoa, what just happened? Mental note. Huh. Alright. Drawing land's not the worst there. Cephalid Colosseum. Uh-huh. So what does this do? This, like, I don't know, brainstorms or something. I didn't draw an untapped green, so we'll just have to play out Citadel and then keep attacking here. Wow, that's a lot of ramp. So we might be in bad shape soon, but right now we can just kind of go for it. I guess this Immaculate Magistrate is interesting because you can just put the counters on any creature, not just an elf. So maybe next turn we play Voice or Azuri, and then pump up the Kytheon to a 4/3. But pretty soon our opponent's going to start doing something, and that doesn't bode well for us. I don't love pumping up Kytheon because he forces himself to flip if more creatures attack. Whoa, you draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. Well, I'm not sure how good that is for our opponent. We've got not enough creatures to make Hero's Podium good. So I like, yeah, elf creatures get bigger and trample. I like just playing this guy and attacking for 4. Maybe this gets countered, I'm not sure what all the cards in this cube are. Right, so our opponent has 7 life and 7 cards in hand, and a lot of mana. So hopefully we survive and we can do something good next turn. Now Voice is not legendary, so maybe if we wanted to set up a better podium we could have played Azuri there. Trading Post, that's interesting. Beginning of your upkeep. Aha, so this is a big spells deck. Instant or sorcery, cast it without paying its mana cost, so that could be annoying. Alright, but we could kill it, so what I like doing here is just playing an elf, and then attacking with Voice and Kytheon. So Kytheon doesn't flip, but if we need to, we can give it +3/+3. So our opponent's forced to block here, which is good for us, or else they take exactly 7. Yeah, actually, I like putting, whoops, I like putting the counters on this guy anyway, because he won't flip. And this costs 3, so I can't really activate the Kytheon here. We might just win. It's possible our opponent just didn't get enough to do early enough. Enough cards that affected the board and didn't just lose 3 life. But to be fair, we're not being very fast. I mean, it's going to be our turn 7 through very little disruption. Alright, so a lot of selection, just not for the right cards. Too little too late for our opponent. Yeah, can't really do much better than that with this deck, so we'll submit again. We do have a little bit of late game. but I imagine our opponent can go over the top in the late game. Sandy Dog MTG, there's some other cool names in here. Drazo with a capital D-A. Tim 200 times. 200x, 2000x. Ooh, is this hand keepable? I actually think it is, mostly because I don't like mulliganing. But if we draw any land in the first 2 turns, we get to play Sylvan Ranger. Well, not any land, but I also like how they reworked casting hybrid mana. Oh, come on, not that land. I guess we're not quite out of it yet, but now you can just pay green or white for it. You don't have to select the mode of paying for it. Like for the second ability, you'd be given 3 modes. Well, yeah, 3 modes. 2 white, 2 green, or white and green. And that's just annoying to deal with. I like this. Now, I'm just going to attack with this guy again because I'd like to play a Farhaven Elf. And get a green here. Yes, the reason I'm getting green instead of white is we can get white with Sylvan Ranger. And we want to do 2 green things next turn if we draw any land. So, pretty good start despite stumbling a bit on green mana for the Sylvan Ranger. Whoa, what are you... Oh no! Evil Twin. Evil Twin copying Farhaven Elf. Why would you copy Farhaven Elf? That doesn't make any sense. You probably want to copy Reese here. Alright, well, we do get to do 2 things here. We can play the Vastwood Seer, get a forest, play Sylvan Ranger, get plains, and then attack with Farhaven Elf because Reese is too strong. They're like, oh my, I did the wrong thing. Actually, it did make sense. They get to ramp with it. Yeah, it enters the battlefield as a copy. Okay, I understand now. Galvanoth is back. So free spell on each of our opponent's upkeeps if they're able to make that work. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're not quite up to Elesh Norn mana. I can put an elf in with Reese here. 7th land flips. Yeah, the Vastwood Seer. Tap 5 elves to put an elemental into play. That seems good. As long as this resolves. Oh, you know, I thought this was 6. I should have played Mind Stone and then the voice, but ugh. Hopefully that doesn't matter. So let's see what our opponent gets. You may look at the top card. So if it's not an instant or sorcery, they just don't have to reveal it. That's how it works? Okay. And I believe all of our green creatures out here are elves. Yeah, Nisa, right. They are. You know, the nice thing about having... Ooh, scry, yeah. The nice thing about doing Mind Stone there is we're guaranteed to have Elesh Norn next turn, and that just makes our board possibly lethal. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, it's exactly lethal next turn if we play Elesh Norn. Because they block the huge elemental. Oh, it has trample. Yeah, they're dead in all kinds of ways. Well, I'll just do this now. Alright, elemental time. But that's assuming we draw correctly, which is to say any land. Come on, land. Wow, our opponent drew like a billion cards and has to discard half. Cast through time. I'm not sure how good that is. Rebound isn't that strong yet, so... Oh no! It's not lethal. Or maybe it still is. Whatever. I think it still is because of the trample here. Yeah, it should be lethal. Yeah, you are blocking as much damage as you can, but you still take slightly over lethal. Cool deal. Well, that's the power of elves in Legendary Cube. So we'll be back for round 2.